Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to try something new. I'm going to share a book with you online, and you're going to see me in the corner of your screen, and we're going to see an online book. Starting to run out of some of my books at home, but I found some good ones online. And since we're going to be taking a virtual field trip to the zoo next week, I thought it would be fun to read some books that either have to do with the zoo or have to do with maybe animals that you might see at the zoo. So today we're going to be reading a story called Kangaroos in the Treetops. Now, looking at the cover and looking at the title, I think you probably have an idea that this is a nonfiction book. This book is going to maybe teach us some facts about kangaroos in the treetops. And while we're reading, I would like you to think about the main idea. We're going to first think about the main idea when we start reading. Think about maybe what this author is trying to teach us about. The title gives us a big clue about that. Okay, so let's get started. Kangaroos in the Treetops. Kangaroos in the Treetops by Abigail Waldauer and Jade Salomon. What is that furry animal in the tree? Is it a bear? Is it a monkey? No, it's a kangaroo. It's not really what you would picture kangaroo looking like or where a kangaroo be, but that's pretty cool. Looks like there's all different kinds of kangaroos. It's a tree kangaroo. A kangaroo that lives in the trees? That's right. This is a Matchie's tree kangaroo. Instead of jumping around on the ground, it climbs around in the treetops. So boys and girls, I'm thinking that the main idea of this story is going to have to do with kangaroos living in the treetops. So I would say the main idea of this story is that some kangaroos live in treetops. And now while we're reading, let's see if we can think about the details, the things that we're going to learn about that main idea. So what are we going to learn about these kind of kangaroos that live in the trees? Wild Matchie's tree kangaroos are found only in Papua New Guinea, an island near Australia. They live in cloud forests high in the cold mountains. They have thick fur that keeps them warm. When a baby kangaroo called a joey is born, it is only the size of a jelly bean. A tree kangaroo mother keeps her joey safe in her pouch for 8 to 10 months until it grows big and strong. Wow, they are very tiny when they're first born, the size of a jelly bean. Matchie's tree kangaroos have very special markings on their face. Just like a fingerprint, the markings are unique to each one. This makes it very easy to tell them apart. Tree kangaroos can leap as far as 60 feet from a tree to the ground without getting hurt. That would be like jumping across 2 large school buses. How is that possible? You can jump very far without falling. Tree kangaroos have long tails that help them balance as they move through the trees. And check out those claws. When they jump to a tree, they can use their long nails to grab onto the bark. So boys and girls, these are important details. The ways that they can jump from tree to tree, the things that help them. So think about their long tails, their sharp claws. Those are all things that help them jump from tree to tree. These claws also help them hold on to their food. Tree kangaroos love to eat mosses, leaves, bark, and flowers. What's your favorite finger food? And so their claws, they use their claws almost like fingers to get food. Zoos around the world are working hard to help tree kangaroos and their habitat. You can help by teaching your family and friends about these amazing animals. And I was wondering if some zoos would have some of these kind of kangaroos. Okay, and that's the end of our story. So, boys and girls, sometimes when you're looking at a nonfiction story and you're thinking about the details, supporting details for the main idea, sometimes it's good to go back and look at your story. So we can go back and look together at some of the details about the kangaroos that live in the trees, like the Matchie's tree kangaroo. So some of the details, things that we learned, we can think about how they have their thick fur that keeps them warm, especially if they're up high in those treetops, okay, in the cold mountains. So they have thick fur that keeps them warm. Oh, we can think about how tiny they are when they're a baby and how long the mother kangaroo keeps them safe in her pouch. So the tree kangaroo mom keeps her Joey safe in her pouch for 8 to 10 months. That would be an important supporting detail. We could talk about their special markings on their face. That makes each one very unique. I thought this was a very interesting fact, that they can leap as far as 60 feet from tree to tree without getting hurt. That's very far. And do you remember what they use to help them? Their long tails. That's right. That's what helps move them from tree to tree. And then they have very sharp claws that also help them go from tree to tree and help them eat their food. Okay, boys and girls, I really hope that you enjoyed learning about the kangaroos that live in trees. And I look forward to reading more stories with you online, some new stories, and we can learn some new facts. And we can practice pointing out main ideas and supporting details in stories. Okay, have a great day. Bye, everybody.